So we got in this news we got Waka Flocka, aka LeBron Flocka James, aka Do Flocka Rant. Actually,
What?
actually, it's funny. Those are like back when I used to listen to rap music. I used to listen to Waka Flocka, and he had mixtapes called LeBron Flocka James and Do Flocka Rant. So he was named. He just take basketball players, put Flocka in the middle of it, and just make a mix. That's the name of his mixtape.
Okay.
But anyway, he's actually been in FGC news lately because he's from Atlanta. So 404 Esports, he was known to frequent there from time to time. So he kind of got buzzing in the FGC recently, and then next thing you know, it's just out of the blue, he's just like, you know what, SonicFox some trash. I'ma whoop him. So it's just like, all right, well, I mean, you feel like you can whoop SonicFox, and he's talking about he gonna set up the date, and they made the flyer and everything, saying it's gonna be Waka Flocka versus SonicFox. And I mean, it's what he asked for, so he gonna get it. But he also called out Shadow20z, the Tekken player that we all know is godlike. And he said after he's finished with SonicFox, he gonna come and whoop up on him too. So it's just like, all right, I mean, well, we'll just say this. The question here isn't, do you think he got a chance? We just go, But it's more so like, how do you feel about the eyes that he's bringing on to the FGC, and what he's just this whole situation in your eyes? How do you feel about it? So, starting with you, Mr. Gaming Left.
I mean, it definitely brings some eyes. I mean, him making claims like that, like just out blatantly out calling out two very skilled fight game players. Like, once I'm done with you, I'm gonna take care of you. Like you some like Batman's villain. Like, once I'm done with you, Robin, go after Batman. It's like, okay. I mean, I guess like somebody like Waka Flocka would have some pull, I guess, in social media or whatever. So I guess him saying something like that or making a post would maybe get people's interest kind of peaked a little bit. But I don't know, man. I just don't know the validity of somebody that had a song like Waka Flocka Flocka Flocka. I don't know how. I just feel like they're not good at fight games. You make a song like that. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I just can't see you. I just can't see you completing a full combo with a song like that. But I mean, this could definitely bring some eyes if we get other rappers. Maybe get other rappers like, oh yeah, I've been saying the SonicFox trash. Let's say you get like Drake come out, man. Drake, man, I'll run the ring with SonicFox. He's like, man, where are y'all? All of y'all that good, And I'm not to say. I mean, of course, the first thing that comes to mind, and I'm sure we all know, Lupe versus Daigo, right? That's like the one right now. That's the standard. That's the blueprint. And of course,
him and Chris G just had a beef not too long ago where Chris G was like, look, any game, put money on it, I'm smashing you. And that was like, Daigo let you win. And he was like, bro, Daigo ain't let me win nothing. And he ended up blocking Chris G because Chris G went hard on him.
I was just about to mention that whole skerfuffle, whatever, with kerfuffle. Yeah, that's the one. With Chris G and Lupe, which it didn't really have to get to that level, but I don't know. I think it is good for maybe just making a conversation and stirring the pot with it. With the FGC again. We're still a niche. Like we've said it so many times on the podcast, but I mean, it's still true in comparison to other genres of competitive video games. Fighting games is still fairly niche and small in terms of like just the size of it, and also in terms of getting like revenue inside flowing. But I don't know. It would definitely be something to see. Like if you made a whole event about it, and I don't know, maybe it's like exhibitions between him and Shadow, and maybe you could throw like another event with it. Maybe like he could hold that. That's like maybe it could be something like, I guess, similar to like this YouTube celebrity boxing stuff.
Bro, that's what I'm thinking.
Like now
but
it's like
my turn.
It's like, hey, we're gonna put up a certain amount of money. This the prime time event right here, but we're we're gonna still run like a tournament maybe, but this is gonna be like the day 2 or day 3 type big event, which everybody know that more than likely SonicFox is gonna put this man in a wooden box. But who knows? Maybe Waka Flocka is really good. Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
what I'm thinking.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say that people don't have skills. You know, I'm not gonna say this just because you celebrity, like they don't. Because I mean, there are some celebrities I've seen. There's one guy I can't remember his name, but he played for the Titans a while back, and he used to go to tournaments and like KIT, and he was fairly decent at the game. But I just don't know. Again, when you make claims like that, a lot of times I just don't feel like you that good. To me, if you're good, you just gonna show your skill. You don't got to be like, man, I'll wipe everybody, man. Dago, Diego, Toquito, Hot Fritos, anybody can get it. I just think if you good, you just gonna be like, hey man, let's play. But if you making this whole spectacle, I feel like it's almost just like you trying to get some event stirred up because you know you can't win, but you just trying to do something for the community. Because maybe he likes fighting. And if he's involved with 4E4 esports, and that means that he's kind of in the scene. So maybe he does have a passion for it, and maybe this is his way of getting some type of exposure or making some type of event. I don't know, but I think he's gonna wind up in 2 wooden boxes, one by Shadow and one by SonicFox.
Oh man, you know, like the thing is, it's like when I think about like events like this, I always think about, man, you know, I mean, maybe he'll just get completely washed, like maybe he'll just get steamrolled, but maybe it'll be like one of those situations like when like Prince was really good at basketball, like and like you know, and just that wasn't really a well-known fact. I mean, like who knows?
Blouses.
Yeah, exactly. Game blouses. I mean, we could have a repeat of that, like, you know what I mean? And be like, yeah, man, no Waka Flocka's not about to take me out. And then he just comes in and he's using like a hitbox.
Man.
Bro, we all definitely Charlie Murphy right now doing that. Saying that. That's definitely us right now.
Oh man. You never know, man. He could be like one of those he'd be like Jimmy Green being out in the forest, you know, like you know, just constantly training his fingers and stuff, and then he comes to see something online. It's like, yo, SonicFox, you ain't nothing, man. Beat you with only one hand on the hitbox, yo, and I'm gonna prove it to everybody. And everybody's like, oh man, there's no way he's gonna win. Oh man, he's gonna get totally washed. And then he just comes in and looks like a complete pro, and everybody's like, oh my god.
Yeah, dude might walk in there, go sit down, and immediately call somebody over and pull out a custom-made hitbox and be like, what this man know about hitbox? Wait, hold on. What? Like, yeah, I thought it was a game.
It's not a game. I'm not messing with you. This is real life for me. like I mean, that could happen, but I mean, the likelihood, based on all the evidence about the evidence we have in front of us and that we know, is that that's not going to happen. Like it'll be a very, very interesting lesson. Maybe for like either way, it's going to be a very interesting lesson for somebody. Somebody is going to learn a lesson at this at these things, because yeah, man, I like I said, like he could come out and be like a god on like the what's called on the pad or the joystick hitbox, what have you. Like that could very well happen. But I'm just saying, based on the knowledge that we have and the information that has been made public, that's probably not going to happen. So that being said, like having a bunch of eyes on the FGC is actually really cool, because maybe some people, it's always another chance for somebody to get invested in the FGC that wasn't before. Somebody who was like walking around it. Oh man, seems like he didn't approve of that message. So yeah, man. Yeah, as always, it's really cool to like, have somebody, because like I remember when I joined the FGC, I didn't really know that like there was a scene here in Dallas, or that there was a scene, like there were scenes in different cities and stuff like that. I didn't know how it worked. So, you know, I just kind of like showed up and then I got introduced to these different scenes. So, I mean, this could, like, the similar thing could happen for just about anybody else who comes in saying like, yo, what's Waka Flocka doing over there playing Tekken? I want to see that. And then they get like really, they find out, I actually really like this. This is something I'm interested in. And plus, like that whole YouTube celebrity boxing thing sounds really cool. That sounds fun. I think like if that is something that probably should have happened in the FGC a very long time ago. Like that's something that should have been a thing for a lot longer, but I'm not sure why it's not. But anyway, yeah, man, like that's pretty much my take on it, man. I'm kind of like I'm hoping that it comes out that like Waka Flocka comes with like some like serious flames, you know, and just like it's like, yo, man, that's I'm super good. I know like optimal combos and all that, you know, but I'm not going to bank on it, is all I'm going to say.
Oh, I hit the wrong thing. My goodness. Yeah, I mean, I think it's good for the scene. You know, you could definitely get more eyes on the community and stuff like that. Especially there in the Atlanta area where he like, you know, is known to go to 404 esports and stuff like that. I think he was there for Oktoberfest. I know he actually spoke on it and stuff like that. For that whole situation that was happening down there. But I think this is a prime opportunity. They could make like a fight card and stuff like that, like Devin was saying with the celebrity boxing and stuff like that. You know, the main thing is can be SonicFox and Waka Flocka, but you could have like, you know, 2 or 3 undercard matches, and I you know, stuff. This is stuff I've been wanting in the FGC for a while. Like, you know how great content it would be, like if we knew from the jump what the matches were going to be when we got to the tournament. Like it's going to be Tokido versus Daigo. It's going to be Sonic Fox versus Waka Flocka. It's going to be, you know, Punk versus Smug and Street Fighter. Like, do you know the analysis and the breakdown we could do with these? You can't really do that with open brackets because you never know what's going to happen. Yeah, they seeded to where like top players and stuff like that have easier runs, but you never know who you calling easy. You know, Timmy Strong Thumbs come out, you know, and he, you know, people didn't send Daigo and Punk the losers, and you'd be like, oh snap! Like it'd be surprising when you get to a tournament. You know, let's say you got a random East Coast throwdown, and then next thing you know, you'd be like, man, you know, Foghorn Leghorn 719, then send Punk in the losers.
Wow.
You'd be like, bro, what? You know, so it would be such great content to know who the matches would be, like in a 1st to 5 or something like that. Going into it, that would make excellent content for the FG. You know, instead of like open brackets. I mean, what can you say? Who how can you actually look at a bracket like Evo and then be like, this person's gonna win? I mean, yeah, you could say like Idom and, you know, all these top players and stuff like that who's just been dominating the whole year, but you never know what's gonna happen. It's like 1,000 people playing in the tournament.
Yeah.
So I think doing like a fight card and stuff like that would be amazing. It'd be dope, especially if our gaming personalities, you know, if they built their brand up and stuff like that. You know, you hype this stuff up, make it like a WWE. It could be a lot of money in this stuff. You know, I like the way Rob TV, like how the way he sells a fight. You know, when it was the mid best versus the West Coast, like that was a great hype up and stuff like that, and people was ready for that. You know, actually, you know, TVFGC actually reposted about that. That it's been 7 months since they haven't. It don't feel like it's been 7 months, but that was like a hype time. You know, he hyped that up and stuff like that. So, you know, this could be something if people actually, you know, looked at it like that. You know, this could be something that's dope, but you know, who knows? But back to Waka Flocka, who knows, man? He might, you know, walk in there and pull out a fresh, you know, Razor controller, or being a Razor fight stick and stuff like that, and walk in there and like mollywop Sonic Fox. I mean, it's a possibility. The percentage of the possibility, I ain't gonna put my man out there like that. But I think it's definitely a possibility. But I mean, I think it's good. I mean, he has over 1 million and some followers. So, you know, people who like Waka Flocka look at me like, what is this? What are you talking about? You know, and people just, you know, even if they just learning that we exist, you know, that's cool. But I mean, we've all had that one person growing up, you know, a random game come up. They be like, oh yeah, you play Tekken? Man, what you mean? Man, can't nobody whoop me at that. And you're like, all right. You know, it's kind of like when people talk about Madden and stuff, everybody swear like they could whoop somebody at Madden, and then, you know, you get on the sticks and they be like how Tom Brady used to do the Bills 59-0. But but yeah, man, I think it could be a good thing, and, you know, it could be a lot that come out of this if we do it right. So anybody else got anything to add before we, you know, kick the can on down the road?